Hey guys, and welcome back. We just finished the first chapter in the last video. So now, I'm going to snoop around.
I can't do that.
Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
Thank you. But I have the feeling you're being sarcastic. Just a little bit of a feeling.
You're looking well, Sarah.
So what we're going... And you. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, level up. Apparently I can level up. But I'll quickly look at the side quest as well. Obviously I'm going to leave the main quest to last. Let's just do all the companion quests first. I have got to do Anders first. So I'm sorry. I have to do him. I've got to do my Anders. Although Madeline is just here.
Good day, Sarah.
Screw it. I really want to do Anders first.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
Oh, really?
I was called to the keep on important business, Bowden.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. I came to deliver this to you, the last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
Oh, so he did keep it all. Oh, good. Should sort us out.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home.
Yeah.
I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bowden.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
You know what? I think I'll go back to her house first. Then we'll go to Anders. Oh, look at this. The Hawk home once again. This is a wicked place as well, look. Oh, look. We've got our family crest back up. That's good. Who's that guy on the wall? I've always wondered that. Is he a family member or something? No. Cool, that's close.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right?
Nope.
Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Madeline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Hey, more coin. I'm happy with that. Especially since if we have to keep money coming in for the bills for this place, I'm guessing that's going to be a lot. Oh wow, there's tons of letters to catch up on. What is all this? Oh look! Hawk knows the old guy that my hero. I can't remember his name, but this might be. I think this is him. Hawk knows the old guy that my hero had to get the traps and poison for. Said Hawk, heard you lots got to the free marches. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than Olay. They got spiders up there, big ones. Couldn't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove 'em off. Maker, dark days ahead. Mark my words, a man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. Old Barlin. That sounds just like him. I think that's the guy my hero helped by getting poison for his traps. That's so funny that Hawk knows him and my hero helped him. I don't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure we might have heard or bumped into this woman as well. I recognise the name the letter's signed by. But yeah, here it says your friend Miriam. I think I may have bumped into a Miriam. That name rings a bell, but I can't remember where. Oh god, it's the one you get. Jackie Ann, how are you? Hope all is well. Things are good here, I suppose. Grey Warden legends do fail to mention a few things, though. I've yet to do anything remotely glorious or honourable since arriving. Oh, come on, you haven't been there that long, have you? In fact, most of it is painful, dirty, often horrific work. Thanks a lot. In case you forgot that it's your fault I'm here. Well, next time I'll just leave you to die, shall I? See, look, he's a moany sod. It's either that or die. I think being a Grey Warden's better than the other option. I'd rather as Grey Warden, just get out of my hair and sod off. You're annoying as hell. The positive is that I'm alive and part of something greater. See? I have a chance to prove myself. Maybe I'll even step out of your big fat shadow. You know what? I'm starting to get to the point that if you die in battle, I'm probably not going to care that much. Shut up. Thing is, Ferelden already has a hero that stopped the blights. Yeah, exactly, both my characters. You're under not just my Hawk, but also under my hero. Your tiny pathetic little shadow is being overshadowed by my two great big heroes. Because you have a crappy personality. Just, ugh, we understand, you've had a hard life. Most people have. Pfft, big deal, right? Say hello to Mother and Gammon for me, Carver. You're just jealous. Both my characters out you so easily. All the time. I think I accidentally sold Wesley's shield. Shit. I was going to save that. Oh, I sold his shield by accident. Crap.
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the hero of Ferelden's camp.
I was just thinking, I wonder if he did this with my hero. I was just wondering that.
Wish Rodan would clean the fireplace. Says it reminds him of a mine shaft.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. But I can't spend the rest of my life mourning Bethany and Carver. They're gone, and I can't bring them back. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband.
Wait, what? No. No! Mother, stop it.
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
You've been through a lot. You deserve any joy you can find.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your father. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
So as long as you don't try to court her. I mean, she wants Anders. She's going to stick with him. No, not some all-lay person that you probably have in mind for her. Leave it alone.
Seneschal Bran has a son about your age.
No. What did I just say?
Those elves you're friends with, they're rather strange, aren't they?
Oh, was that a bit of racism there? I'm joking. She wasn't being racist.
Those elves you're friends with, they're rather strange, aren't they?
No. They're funny. Different, but...
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
Enchantment!
Just so.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Fenris hates that statue. Says it reminds him of the old god relics they had in Tevinter.
It reminds me of an old game, but I can't remember what. A crappy game from the 90s. It reminds me a little bit of the Okami game, with that little creature with that follows Okami around. But mainly it does remind me of an old 90s game.
Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. Sorry, I was expecting treasure, not spiders. Get well soon, love Isabella. Why do I let her drag me into these things?
I don't know.
And his manifesto. This thing turns up everywhere. And his manifesto. This thing turns up everywhere.
Have to make copies.
101 uses for a phallic tuber. Thanks, Isabella. That's 100 too many. Leather to feather. Crossroads of form. I don't even know where to start. Leather to feather. Crossroads of form. I don't even know where to start. That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude.
Yes, do intrude. I want to see what it looks like.
Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sandal. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man.
Who? What? I don't see anyone. What is that outside? Oh, it's the foot of a statue. I didn't even see that before. I've never noticed that. Okay.
I should get some curtains.
What are these big red things? I thought they were curtains. Or you want another layer over them. Go do it then. You have the money.
Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man.
Who are you looking at?
Never thought I'd have my own family crest. Didn't I see this crest hanging somewhere in the Viscount's keep?
Probably.
Alright, so she said to look at the crest sideways, then cover the... Sweetmaker, Isabella. I can't unsee that.
See, unsee what? So I want to see it now. I'm... oh, look at sideways and cover what? knowing Isabella, she's turned it into something sexual, but how can you turn that crest into something sexual? I don't see it.
Then cover the... Sweet maker, Isabella. I can't unsee that. Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll let Sandal empty that.
Why? What's in it?
I think I'll let Sandal empty that. I see Varric's taken it upon himself to add certain embellishments to my journal.
That's a bit rude. Go down someone's journal? What the heck?
Crude drawings in the margins. Isabella, grow up. So much has happened since we got here. I'm glad I've got it all written down. Lots of old things from Lothering in there. I could have left the amulet in there and forgotten all about it. What would the witch have done then?
Don't think there's anything she can do.
Everything that's left of my life in Lothering. Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop.
Good. Right, let's go see Anders.
Luck on your travels. A letter
What?
for you. It's on the desk. That's where I'll put messages which come while you're out.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, that dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
It's a mat. Or are you talking about the bench?
Oh, that...
It's fine. Let's buy him some toys then. Oh, looking forward to this.
I've been neglecting my patients lately. I should spend more time here.
Why? What have you been doing?
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
I don't want to know.
No, you really don't.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Don't tell me these things. I might have to lock you up to keep them off you.
Sweetheart, I'm not letting anyone lock me up. You included. The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
The way she talks when she flirts. Oh dear.
If they want you, they'll have to come through me.
You're at as much risk as I am. That's what I worry. What if your money and position aren't enough? What if the Knight Commander turns on you? Everything I've done to control this. I don't care. I would drown us in blood to keep you safe.
Oh, how romantic.
I don't want to see you lose yourself. To the Templars or Justice.
How much is left if you strip both those out? I'm sorry. I can't be anyone but who I am. There will be more violence. I know that. If you tie yourself to me, I'll only hurt you.
Nothing would hurt as much as losing you.
You don't want to do this. I have no control around you. I never thought I'd meet another mage like you. Another apostate. Don't tempt me. Not unless you're ready for what that means.
I'm going to keep on tempting you. I know what that means, and I want it. I know what I want, and I want to get it.
The Templars have become more active in their hunt for me. I won't be able to stay here long.
That's right. Come move in with me. Alright. Let's do Sebastian so we can officially get him onto our side. Sebastian isn't part of the group yet, is he? Let's officially make him part of the group.
So, I never expected to be palling around with the captain of the guard.
We're not pals.
We're not? What about that time we painted each other's toenails?
Do you want something?
Love, life, and liberty. What more does a man need?
You're in a jolly mood.
Well, when you're here, I know you're not leading men into Darktown to arrest me.
Would she do that? She probably would if you pushed her hand. He really doesn't trust her. That's one scary mask you have over your face.
We're here to serve the maker.
You, Varric, have a very large mouth.
And here I've always looked up to you. What is it now?
There were fistfights in the barracks over who was the model for your guard cereal.
Hard in Hightown. Riveting stuff. Everyone loves a dirty guard on the edge.
Varric.
Fine, I'll start as Big Finish. 3 chapters until Donan Brennakovic retires and opens a tavern on the coast. I sure hope he makes it. He's getting too old for this shit.
Hard in Hightown.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm sorry. I thought it would end here. That young lady, Hawke, she decimated Flint Company. No survivors. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
I agree with that.
My... Hawke? We were just talking about you.
Saying good things, I hope.
Hawke asked diplomatically.
You know, I hate it when you do that.
Hawke muttered in an angry aside to the dwarf.
If, you two have a moment, I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Varric and Hawke together are so funny. Oh my god. Those two are cute together sometimes, they really are.
Tell me about this family.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Mere nobility. They still outrank a lot of people. I'm sure they're living happy, wealthy lives. How greedy can one get? That's a silly question. Looking back at all the people that are so selfish and disgusting and horrible and... yeah. Silly question.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Yay, we have him. So let's do your quest quickly now then. Who to bring? Well, so it's his quest, so obviously bring him. Let's bring the hubby. Yes, Hank.
So you're a prince, are you?
That is apparently true.
Apparently.
There's doubt.
I've accepted the burden. That's all that matters. Why do you ask, Guard Captain?
The entitled types are always trouble.
In that case, I'm glad I don't count myself as one.
They never do.
Everyone is so suspicious of everyone. Even our own party members. We have to learn to trust each other. I trust every single one of you.
Calm at the moment. but even Hightown has its troubles.
That's strange. The door's wide open, and not a single guard posted. This is not the Lady Harriman I remember.
More! You lazy son of a bitch! What's taking so long?
Alright, calm down. You're talking to a barrel.
Flora?
Why does no one in this house care what I want?
Because you're drunk?
More wine, or I swear I will drown you in the dregs.
She doesn't even see us. This is no normal wine.
You don't know. I've seen people get pretty drunk and act like this when on normal wine. This is normal behaviour for some people. You need to meet some of the people I've hung around with. Oh dear.
More logs. It must be molten. You, more coins. I want every scrap of gold in this house.
Please, Monsieur!
There's nothing to fear. You'll be beautiful. Pour it over her.
Don't! You'll kill her! He can't hear me.
He can.
Perhaps I should be the one.
We must end this madness.
Why would you scrap all that gold? I'd go shopping.
I visited this house often as a child. They could not have concealed such goings on.
Oh.
Lower. Lower.
No, higher.
I beg your pardon, Hawk. I did not mean to expose you to such things.
No. The feather. Use the feather. Where have you been all my life? Today, I am more than a man. Come, felicitate me.
He has no idea we're here. I've known Ruxton Harriman my whole life. He's a complete prune.
Not anymore, he's not.
Where's your brother? Let's ask him to join us.
He's definitely not a prude anymore. What the hell is that? What is that? What's this contraption? It looks like a torture thing. Well, not some sort of kinky sex machine thing, whatever the hell that is. Jesus, what have you been doing here?
You know what they say about a man with big hands?
No, what do they say? I've heard about the rumour about men with big feet, and actually that's proven to be false. If a man has big feet, it does not mean that he has a big penis. That's actually completely wrong. There is, however, a truth in how you can tell, apparently. It's been tested out, and it's more accurate than the big feet thing.
Now, you be the naughty apprentice, and I'll be the Templar torturer.
I knew you tortured people in here.
You be the naughty apprentice, and I'll be the Templar torturer.
That's what this thing's for. You torture while doing it. Oh, dear
You know what
Lord.
they say about a man with big hands.
Good luck.
Now,
You need it.
you be the naughty apprentice, and I'll be the Templar torturer.
All the best to you, love. Then again, in her line of work, I'm guessing she's a prostitute. She must have seen and dealt with all sorts in her line of work. So she should be prepared for this, sort of. Oh, hello. Did you two do this? Wait, how did you get here so quickly?
Turn back. There is nothing here for you.
We just want to know what's happening.
You shall not enter.
Okay, those two could have snuck past me, but not the guy with the black hair. We literally just saw him 5 seconds ago. There's no way he snuck past me.
Demons, temptresses. We must see what greater evil they were protecting. A ruin, so close to Hightown. I remember no such thing. In the shadows, more of them!
I put that idiot Goran Vale into the prince's seat, but the other families won't heed him.
Oh, what happened there?
I must marry him to Flora and solidify our hold. But I need more power.
I've given you much. Your desires run deep. You've already traded your husband and your children. What more can you offer?
It crashes for ages and just suddenly this happens.
What bargain have you made?
Who is this? Who are you? How did you get here? Sebastian!
You were my mother's friend. How could you murder her?
Such an ugly word. I prefer remove the only obstacle between her and her dreams.
This was your idea.
She went along with it. She's not innocent.
I could create such desires if I wished. But it's far easier to nurture those that already exist. The desire for power is easy to find. You and your friend both possess it, do you not? You both wish to rise.
Not if it meant selling out my family.
How loyal were your friends to you? Everyone has a price. Everyone wants something.
Do not listen to her.
I'm not.
Oh, such a pious soul, masking so much ambition. Are you so different from my lady?
Yes.
You yearn for the same lands, the same power.
I am the rightful heir. She is a usurper and murderer.
You swore to put aside worldly goods and ambitions, but they couldn't stop you from wanting them.
You'll be a good ruler. It doesn't matter what you do to get there.
But it kind of does, a little bit.
I'm not acting from ambition. I only want what's best for my people.
For the people who'll adore you.
All those smiles they used to save for your brother. Now you'll be the shining prince. All you have to do is kill anyone in your way.
Betraying you now. Now you've been betrayed. Oh, don't freeze again. This is what happens when you trust a demon. Wasn't very wise, was it? It's crashed again. I don't know what happened last time. I literally just went off to make a tea. I came back and it was still loading. Is it gonna do that again? It keeps crashing on this. I don't know what's going on. Why did I get... Why refund? Oh, I don't know. Oh, what the hell?
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's soul.
Screw her. I know the demon... It probably was the demon's idea. But... she could have said she didn't want to do it, but she doesn't want to be a murderer. She doesn't want to murder to get her way to the top. But no, she thought that's a good idea. Kill her friends, everything will work out. Screw you, lady.
Let us return to the Chantry.
You said that already.
I must pray for
You've
Lady
already said that.
Harriman's soul.
Sebastian, I am so sorry is such an inadequate word. When I think what Mother made us do, what those creatures made us do.
We were friends, Flora.
She's under a spell.
It was like a cloud came down on me. All I could feel or think was what the demon allowed.
Did your mother order the attack on Sebastian's family?
She did. You know Mother, Sebastian. She was always jealous of your parents. The demon twisted that until it was all she could think of. She was determined to seize Starkhaven for herself.
Was your mother a mage? How did she find this demon?
We've never had magic in our line. Perhaps that made Mother too confident. She thought she could deal with the demon and not fall prey to it.
Right. It is demons who should be feared, not mages.
Mages aren't helping.
Those ruins there were unearthed when we expanded the house. Mother found the demon inside. I think she had signed her bargain before we even knew.
Some mages don't help. Just make things worse. Some of them are powerful enough.
Don't blame your mother. The Desire Demon made this happen.
I doubt many people will be so forgiving. If it takes every last coin my family owns, I will make reparations to everyone we've wronged. Starting with you, Sebastian. We weren't the only ones vying for Starkhaven. If you face more opposition, you have my support.
It will not make up for what happened.
No, that's true.
I'll tell you when I need you.
I can understand in a way. Everyone gets jealous. Everyone has jealousy. It just depends on how people deal with the jealousy. In this game, if a person has a demon twist in that, if they twist it to a point where people were convinced to kill and do all sorts for it, then it wasn't completely her fault. The thing is, she shouldn't be stupid enough to go turn to a demon to get what she wants. She should have known. There's nothing wrong with confidence, but if it gets the person in trouble, such as life and death here, then yeah.
You don't like me, Guard Captain?
I've no issue, so long as the fight over your title stays in Starkhaven. Exactly like it hasn't.
Should I apologize for trying to take back what is rightfully mine?
Whatever it takes, no matter the cost.
It feels like you're blaming me for some personal experience of yours.
I was at Ostagar. Good people die when leaders do whatever it takes.
Good people know the necessity. You seem very angry.
And here I thought the Chantry was against mind reading.
Did something happen to you in the Circle? I understand there were problems in Ferelden.
Problems?
Are you saying a mage can only be unhappy in the Circle if demons are involved? No. It's not about Aldred. It's not about being beaten or raped by a Templar. That does happen. But I've been fortunate. It's a larger principle. The freedom every man, woman and child born in Thedas have as a natural right.
You were given to the Circle. I was given to the Chantry. Hawke was driven away from home by the Darkspawn. None of us are free.
Yeah, but were you beaten and raped? I doubt it. And did he just say, after that, after he said people were beaten and raped in the Circle, did he just say he was lucky? Does that mean, is he implying that Templars also rape other males? Really? That's disgusting. I mean, it's not better than raping females, it's really not. But, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know, it's bad enough having men raping women, but men raping men as well? I don't know. Just can't put it in words, it's bad enough to do it to women, but do it to men as well, it's just I can't even get the words out, no thanks. Let's just move on.
I had hoped prayer might cleanse me of the Desire Demon's touch, but I still hear her voice so clearly. I feel like I've bathed in filth that will never come off.
You acted honorably. Why are you ashamed?
The demon didn't lie. I used to be bitterly jealous of my brother. I wanted to be prince. Now everything he had is mine. And he lies in ashes. I keep asking myself, do I want this because it's right? Or simply to have what I never thought I could?
Aren't you your parents' heir?
I'm the youngest son of 3. My parents were rather traditional. They wanted the heir and the spare, and I was left in the cold. They put me in the Chantry to prevent my competing with my brothers.
You seem very dedicated to the Chantry. You were put there against your will?
At first. But it was the best thing that could have happened. I was a wild boy, a shame to my family. The Chantry made me a man. It's odd. When I wanted to rule, I would have been terrible at it. Now that I might be decent, I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
It's the wisdom not to want power that lets you use it wisely.
You didn't feel what that demon stirred in me. It cannot be right to lead any army to Starkhaven with such doubt in my heart. I owe you more than I can say, Hawke. I will offer my service to you here before I move on.
How could he have been in competition with these older brothers? With royalty, doesn't it go down by age?
If you want to help me, do it because we're friends. There's no debt between us.
You have a good soul, Hawke. It was truly the Maker who led you to me.
Oh, bless.
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
One of the Flint Company mercenaries had it.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit. My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates.
Very true.
Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise. I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the Chantry before I could show him.
Oh, unlike his parents, less and less.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the Chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
Oh, he sounds like one of those typical lovely grandparents who are there for his grandchildren. Oh.
I'm sorry I never got a chance to meet them. To save them.
I know. You're a true friend, Hawk. You brought me this to remember and honor them. But if I could bring back our lowest servant by snapping it in half, I'd do it without regrets.
See? He'd make a good prince. He's a lovely guy.
I think Grandfather is smiling now, seeing me holding his bow.
And a very lovely bow it is too. Looks like wings. Okay.
I think Grandfather is smiling
Let's go.
now, seeing me holding his...
Oh yeah, look. So I just remembered I can zoom in and out. I haven't zoomed in and out of this game the whole time. Well, I was going to do Varric next, but I have 2 for Isabella. Let's do Isabella, Varric, then Isabella again. See how that goes.
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes. That turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
You can count on me.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
I'm sure.
Is that supposed to be Andraste's face on your crotch?
What?
Yeah, what?
Belt buckle thing. Is that Andraste?
My father had this armor commissioned when I took my vows as a brother.
I'm just not sure I'd want the Maker seeing me shove his bride's head between my legs every morning.
See his point, but I don't think it looks like Andraste. I don't know. Sorry I zoomed in on your crotch. I'm going to zoom in on everything now. Now that I remembered I could zoom in on things.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble.
Oh, he's trying to help Anders.
Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
I suppose after the whole business with Carver, it's a good idea to hang on to what you've got.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Of course, I can leave you.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawk. You know I can't stand to see a human cry.
Oh.
So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
Right, so now back to Isabella.
Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten.
Couldn't beat my hero though.
This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
And you'll wake up and find someone stolen your trousers.
That's when you know it's a party. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
Thanks.
What do you mean I'm all right?
You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
If you hadn't been shipwrecked, we wouldn't have met. That would have been a shame.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, I do like it. 20, wow. Aveline and Fenris. No Meryl? Let's go to Aveline then.
It's different here as captain. Feels like family.
Good. Better than before.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the captain of the guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you.
What?
You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
Fuck 'em, I don't care. Her heritage comes from this place, so screw them again.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you.
Good.
Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try.
Yeah, they are.
You among them, I bet.
No.
Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
So does that mean before, when you always had me followed, you didn't believe that I tried to do right? Thanks. What a great vote of confidence.
Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
I'm sure.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to hide my face a little.
Why? No one here is going to try and get you.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Yeah, I bet you do.
3 years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Daenerys killed him. Either way, if Daenerys is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Daenerys bestowed upon me. His little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
Your problems are my problems.
Unlucky you. But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
Oh, I don't mind talking to you.
We should move on.
Okay then. I like talking to all of them. Let's see. Right, companions are now done. I think I'm gonna do some of the side quests, then the secondary quests.
Boiling in oil.
Too prosaic. Trapped in a cave with hungry bears right at the spring thaw.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
Ooh, that's poetic.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Any suggestions?
Nothing as nasty as you two. Ooh, you could feed into my dog. It's the nastiest I could come up with.
What do you need, love? Package delivery?
I'm Hawk. I got a letter from some mage friends.
I see, I see. Check the back of the board for our special rates.
Helping apostates is dangerous. If the Templars caught you...
One of my sisters is a mage. A gentle child, so generous. She was made tranquil last year. Templars claimed she was a danger. Now, it's like she's not there. That shouldn't be forced on anyone.
I won't stand by while mages suffer.
Bless you, love. The board has all the details. Should you take care of something, just drop by.
Yes, good times, wasn't it? Keep walking, Hawk.
Oh, don't worry, I'm switching you over. I know you don't want to go near them. Oh, the way she said that was so funny.
I've got something for you, Varric.
My father's signet ring. Where did you find it? Bartrand pawned it off to pay for the expedition. I can't believe you found it. This sounds exactly like the sort of fake thing I'd make up about you.
I'm just glad I found it.
Our mother was... well, no word adequately describes an old dwarven lady's rage. Well, maybe now my contact at the gates of Orzammar won't ignore my letters. Paramount is hoping that if he just shuts his eyes tight and wishes, the real world will go away. Anyway, I owe you one, Hawk. Remind me later to put you on my tab.
You know the Tethras family businesses are registered in your cousin Elman's name.
You don't say.
But I can't find any record of you having a cousin Elman.
I'll introduce you sometime. He's a little on the shy side.
Varric, he's imaginary.
Which makes him a much better head of the household than I am. He never misses the Merchants Guild meetings for one.
You're glaring, Anders. Is there a reason, or is it one of your moods?
Your term as captain hasn't been particularly mage-friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts somewhere.
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me. Credit where it's due.
It all depends on what... if they're bad mages, then yeah, turn them over. But if they're not, if they're just trying to be free, then I kind of agree with Anders.
Have you seen an elf?
You know, I wouldn't want to be cooped up and stuck in a circle. Some of them are like friendly prisons, but it's still prison nonetheless.
Kirkwall's a dangerous place for our friends, but you've made their lot easier. Several of them put their coin together to get you this.
Oh. Hawk, I must tell you of a recent event. Sir Conrad was fighting with another Templar. Then Sir Roderick came in, laying accusations against Sir Conrad. The Templars were in an uproar. In the middle of the chaos, a dock worker came up and said, "Calm as you please. You, Sir Conrad, got a shipment of raw lyrium for you. Sign here." It took all my resolve not to burst out into laughter. Needless to say, Sir Conrad was whisked away and hasn't been seen since. I don't know how you did it, Hawk, but you saved a lot of apostates, a friend. I can imagine that, that's funny.
Blondie, I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered a new line of work?
Such as?
Pretty much anything. I don't think Renegade Mage has a bright future, or any retirement plan.
He's a healer. Although he doesn't take money for it.
Lieutenant Harley?
Aveline? Thank the Maker.
I take it you know each other. Harley is one of the Guard, recently promoted.
This disaster was my first routine assignment.
We're not reinforcements, if that's what you're waiting for.
Bollocks! Little Bedham must not have made it back. We're up against Everett's Marauders.
You're certain about that?
Fellorden's up there, and Victor Longdeath's handiwork you've already seen. We tried 2 sorties up the path, but it's trapped to oblivion. Now I'd be thankful just to get out of here alive.
No fair, guard dog! You brought friends!
Shut your mouth!
Fellorden? Victor Longdeath, what are you talking about?
They've been robbing and raping for Maker knows how long. Did a broad daylight assault on the keep to rescue one of their number 2 years back. Fellorden, a blood mage, is here. Victor Longdeath, Sophie.
Maker, you certainly drew a fine first detail.
Isn't it suicide to stay pinned down here?
We're pinned down right now, but so are they. If we run, Everett's Marauders escape again. So we've been waiting for reinforcements. Victor's arrows and Auden's fireballs taking their toll. But we can still take them down.
The longer we wait, the more of us they'll kill. Let's attack now.
I'm with you, but my men may be too rattled to join us.
Everett's Marauders. They're just men. Flesh and bone. Flesh can be torn. Bones can be broken. Alone, they will pick you off one by one. Together, we are unstoppable. On me!
You'd make a fine captain of the guard. Look out for traps. Be careful. Everett's Marauders are deadly.
I don't think I'd make as good of a guard captain as Aveline.
What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
Unhealthy.
That should be the last of them.
Just one random left behind.
They're all dead? I can't believe it. I'll tell Lieutenant Jalen at the Keep what you've done. I'll make sure he rewards you.
Good work yourself, Lieutenant. Make sure the others know it.
Men! We're heading home.
Quickly, before more guards come.
Terry said she'd find a way to rescue me. I will never forget this.
See, a lot of these... Whoa. Wow, look at that. Oh, that's cool. See, a lot of these apostates seem like they're just trying to get away. Not actually doing any harm. They just want to be free, that's all.
Could have sworn a girl like you out of revenge.
So this... How is it you don't know what it is?
It was in a box.
And you didn't open it? You managed to resist the urge?
It was locked. It was a locked box.
Hasn't stopped you before.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I just found it curious, that's all.
Yeah, it is a bit odd, isn't it?
Could have sworn I knew a girl like you out of revenge.
I don't know you, you don't know me.
Are you sure about that? Right, I think that's it. Yeah, all side quests except for this one has been done. And I'll do this as I go along, because they're scattered all around Kirkwall. So, next thing I'll be doing is... The next things I'll be doing are the secondary quests. But for now, I have to get off. So, if you've been watching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I was just about to log off. I can't help it. I was just about to log off, but I found this very amusing. Anders stared at my hawk. Anders moved as if he's pretending not to see her. As soon as she looked forward again, he started staring at her. Bless you, Anders.